Mine,
You shy?
mine doesn't. Mine don't sound. I can't hear myself.
I can hear you.
Okay. You can hear me.
I can hear him. I feel like mine's the loudest.
Yeah.
Because you're always loud. That's what you
That's
sound
what
like.
it
I mean,
Stephen A. of gaming.
Alright, we're ready then. We're good? We're good? What's going on, everybody? It's Van, Mr. Showtime from PCG Live with the rest of the boys, Andre and Kyle. And then we also have a special guest today, live
Special.
from Gamercon. Our boy Dolan.
We're not in our rooms right now. We aren't in our rooms.
I don't have a
We're live.
I don't have a curtain. He's not in the cave. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
then we got a drastic upgrade to a room.
Dude, I didn't think we were gonna get couches. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'm gonna put in as much requests as I can, and then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, what about couches? And then,
This is crazy.
Yeah.
and
And
then
tall back couches too. Like.
yeah, and then
All
James was like, yeah, we got you. And then when me and Tim came in, we seen 2 couches. I was like, dude, I think that's for us, man. Let's grab those. Let's grab those right now.
I want to ask him if I can keep one of these.
Right.
In my room, this
Can I
shit would
borrow
be a
this
dream.
couch, guys?
Till next year.
Till next year?
And I'll borrow it
I
again.
just want it.
Yeah.
I just want the couch. I need something to sit on.
All right, so let me get into a little bit where we are. We're at CT Gamercon in Connecticut right now at Mohegan Sun. This is our 2nd annual Gamercon. Mitch is the person that runs the Terrificon, which is a Comic-Con out here. So this is just the gaming version of the Comic-Con. So this is fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's huge. You got Smash 4, which is playing on stage right to our left right now. Going on. I believe this is doubles though. Singles is until 3, so I believe this is doubles going on right now.
Yeah.
And we got Melee going on in the back. We have League of Legends going on as well at the same time.
Yes.
And then on the other side of the con, we have a bunch of vendors. So we have One Up Games, which is a video game lounge, just like PCG.
Yep.
And they're displaying what they have. We got people that. Did you see the 3D pictures? Have you guys walked around yet?
No.
I haven't had a chance.
Dude, they got pictures that are 3D pictures, so they got like Zelda, they got Mario and stuff like that. They're like $60.
snap.
Yo, I'm all about it.
Stay-
I'm about to
we
run
gotta
out
stay away
We'll have
from
to
that
go
now.
over
We
I'm
gotta
about to just be
stay.
like,
I mean,
see you
we
guys.
can walk over there now. We got ladders. We'll be back.
So not just that, they also got these metallic pictures. I believe the same company is here as that was here last year, and the metallic pictures are awesome because it's like a dark, grim version. So it's like Halo is like perfect.
That's
It sits it,
Yeah.
and then it sets it up with like neon colors and stuff. It's fantastic. And then who else is over there? We have Underworld Games, which they're also a gaming lounge, and they also sell plushies and toys and stuff like that. They're set up as well over there. So everyone's come out for this, and this year it is much bigger than what it was last year. Last year they only had the one screen. I don't know if you remember that, Kyle. They had just one screen. We got 2 screens.
That's cool, man.
Didn't they have to set up over like on the back wall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Yep.
setup was on the back wall last year. Now they put it over here. It looks so much bigger.
This is fantastic.
It looks 1,000 times bigger. This
Yeah,
year.
we got more vendors, a lot more entrants. They actually have upstairs. I believe they're doing conferences and stuff like that upstairs. So this is fantastic.
This is big, man.
This
Yeah.
is like a mini PAX for
Yeah.
now. For now.
Till next year.
Yeah, till next year.
Which reminds me, hold on.
Uh-oh. What's the countdown? We gotta do it. We gotta do the countdown.
Three-way count. Drum roll, please.
I don't do a drum roll good. I get
Come
made
on,
fun
man.
for
We
it.
can each do a single stroke and make a drum roll.
There you go.
Ready? Want to do a drum roll? Ready? One.
All 3 drum rolls.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We are currently 12 days, 21 hours, 17 minutes, and 41 seconds until PAX
38
East
seconds.
2018.
Probably 34 now.
I'm not even ready. I really am. I'm not ready. I'm
You
not
said
ready.
you ain't ready.
I'm not ready.
Andre, all right.
Listen, I got badges, which we're giving out one today, might I add. We got badges. Oh, I want them to hear. They didn't hear that. I'm giving out. Hey, we're giving out PAX badges, guys.
I got a pack because you're giving me the pack. Therefore,
We're
you're
giving out
not.
a PAX
Andre could
badge
win.
tonight during Jackbox games.
Yes. Yes.
So-
That's fantastic.
So if you guys are around later on,
And it's the prestigious day. All the-
We will make an
I was
announcement.
not gonna say. We got a Saturday badge, guys.
I didn't say that.
We're giving
Spoiler
out-
alert.
You said
Spoiler alert.
prestigious day. What's the one day that is prestigious?
The day we get
The
there.
Saturday. Touche.
I mean, I think Sunday's the best day.
Why is
No,
that?
just
Sunday's the
kidding.
best day because
Sunday, like I'm dead. Like I'm dead. Like,
So
I'm
this is
pretty
the
much
last day
just
for
The
you.
drained.
good thing is, like, I have people coming that are only going Sunday.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, I go the 3 days, and I'm like, oh, I'm white. But then they come, and they give me, like,
The extra boost.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get that extra boost, be like, woo!
They're your second wind.
Yes.
Kyle is never tired. He's lying.
Not when he's at PAX.
Now when I'm at PAX. When I'm at PAX, everything is done, and I am
He is Ric
ready to
Flair
go.
for the whole weekend.
Ric Flair for the whole weekend. Well, PAX is.
Nah, it's,
But I can be Ric Flair for 2 weekends.
If you have your
for
coffee
PAX
milk.
And this weekend.
Yeah, true that. True
Nah,
that.
I can do that. I
12
can do that.
days, dude. That's heartbreaking to me. To know it's only 12 days and I still don't have a pass. I hate work.
Dude, he had to pass for you.
I
I
work.
had the PAX.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I
Yeah,
work.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
work.
well, unfortunately, not anymore. Kill me, Andre.
So to kind of go over what we're going to do today, it's going to be a special PCG Live, obviously. We were supposed to go on at 11, but Van sucks, and it took us a long time to get everything all set up. And this was supposed to be ready yesterday, but yesterday was kind of chaos. But we're here. That's all that matters. We're here until 11 o'clock tonight. So this is going to be a fun, interesting day.
Yeah.
There's going to be lots of game playing, which we don't do on the show. We don't get to play
We
games.
never played. We haven't played a game together. Us
So
four.
we actually get to show people we actually play games.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't just talk.
So we're gonna actually play and talk at the same time. We got some interviews coming up. We got Jamie from Game Underground, which is the big head of everything that pretty much makes this happen, which is awesome. And then he's got an announcement about his new store opening up, which is awesome. We have Underworld Games. They're gonna come on. They're gonna talk with us a little bit about what's going on with this store. We got One Up Games coming on. They're talking to us. We have a couple cosplayers. We have some Street Fighter players, and I believe we're gonna have some Smash players. And then I think we're just going to grab a couple random gamers just to kind of talk and give their perspective of like what they think of Gamercon and what they like to do for games. So
Nice.
they're gamers, we're gamers, so that's how we
Absolutely.
do. So, but we figured we start off with our regular PCG Live stuff. We have a bunch of stuff we can talk about on the show
yeah.
today. So I think we're gonna go through a lot of those things and
Yes.
do it in person. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about Dolan. So. Dolan has been on the show a few times, and I want to say he was a Twitcher, but
No, stop. Stop. No, just the term Twitcher. Just stop.
Twitcher.
but now he's multiple. So why don't you talk a little bit about that?
So I've been streaming on Twitch the last 2 years. So recently made the switch over to Mixer, fully now. So yeah, I'm trying to get the
Andre is
Dr. Eggplant's already over there.
He's so pumped that me and you switched over to Mixer.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
he's giddy as a schoolgirl right now.
I mean,
I've had a secret account for Mixer this entire time, and I just never told anybody. And I even had to name be a secret name.
Yeah.
And everything wasn't even platinum to the
well,
game.
no, I had a friend message me, and they're like, it's like I'm like posting this in the private chat because I feel so ashamed. I'm like, what? And she's like, I went to Mixer today for the first time. I'm like,
Did you just say shame?
no, she.
No, I heard shame.
No.
Ding, shame.
Oh, shame.
Shame.
Shame. Oh, I probably did say shame. Yeah, no, so I just feel like Mixer's got some more opportunities in that. So kind of starting from the ground up. But, I mean, the community's been great so far. And like I said, get these two, and anybody really I recommend who's starting to stream to go ahead and, start on Mixer. You've got a better chance now than ever. If you're going to start on a platform, start on Mixer now, I would say. So, like, what is, like, your impression of it been so far?
I mean, for someone in my position,
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect because, I'm just starting off.
Yeah.
I really don't have anything out of the background or community or anything like that.
But, like, in your first stream, you, like basically quadrupled your follows you had on Twitch.
I have no idea.
With Cuphead.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like,
I gave you
what
love.
was the one thing I did? I did something different and made it difficult.
Mhm.
So people saw a black and white filter.
That's an appeal.
That's an attraction.
Already, that's different
Yeah.
for everybody else. Because even I went on the Mixer thing, it was color.
Yeah.
So I went black and white filter and then went expert mode. So it made it a lot more difficult
Mm-hmm.
for people to, I mean, not difficult for me.
Yeah,
It was
to
very
stand
difficult
out.
for me, dude. But like it made it easier for me to stand out. doing the stream.
Because you had black and gray, and you had the higher difficulty, so that's two appeals for people like, oh, I want to tune in to see
Combine
this.
that with the fact that I put in the title that it said, first stream on Mixer, that might have did something too. But the fact that I got, 38?
Yeah.
38 followers in the first stream, I was like,
Yeah, like 30-some?
What the heck just happened?
Well, the thing about Cuphead, too, is that statistic-wise, they show you on the wheel how many people beat the difficulty-wise, how many people beat the difficulty you were playing.
Yeah.
It was only like 8% of the people that played
Wow.
that game on Xbox Live.
Jesus.
So to go through that in black and white with the difficulty as high as you had, that's going to attract people because people doing speed runs nowadays, that's beyond the speed run because we know Cuphead will give you a headache. So
You had the Aleve ready, as you
yeah,
said.
yeah, you have to have
A
no leave on
bottle
the
of
side.
Believe, just like when I play Ninja Gaiden, ready to go.
You know what I use now? I use scented oils. I rub scented oils
Massage
on my
the-
temples.
yeah.
It works.
That's a good idea. That's actually a good idea.
And
Actually,
natural.
someone gave it to me. I had a really bad hangover, and I was like, I don't like taking pills with that type of
Same.
stuff because of your stomach. It's supposed to do
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So someone was like, "Here's the scented oils." I laughed. I was like, "Dude," I was like, "You know what? I need this right now." So rubbed it on my
Nice.
forehead. I was like, and it even smelled good.
Yeah.
I felt positive.
Ain't nothing like no eucalyptus.
I'm like kissing my kid.
That lavender.
He said, hey, honey.
But it was awesome. But I do enjoy Mixer. I like their setup.
Yeah.
I think their app is incredible. Like Twitch I have so much issues with Twitch app. It's insane, like insane. The Mixer to me it looks clean. I know it's been back and forth, but I think Mixer is going to get a good strong crowd. Coming in, and like you said, it's easier to get people to watch you on Mixer.
Because it's such a, like someone said, there's literally, I want to say, like 8% of the Twitch audience number-wise is on Mixer. It's like Mixer's only 8% of Twitch's audience. Like that's
Right.
how small they are.
Right.
But
right.
like Mixer's got FTL, like the real-time chat. Like that's the biggest thing that trips everybody out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
introducing new things where the viewers you can have one person from your stream, a viewer, control
Yes.
part of your controller, like stuff like that, I've been talking about like that Minecraft with the with the headset on and like being able to manipulate things. Like Mixer's gonna get that first because
Yeah.
Microsoft,
Yeah.
so like they're gonna get all that cool stuff first,
Yeah.
like for sure.
People forget how powerful Microsoft is as a company, and especially for computing. They're huge. And that's a big part of the world where we live in, where now that's all integrated. And Twitch was just this company that came in and said, hey, we're focusing on streaming. That's all we do. Now you have a powerhouse like Microsoft that's coming in, and they're adding the whole 9 yards. And they're like, well, we're going to use all our force for
They can
this.
push all those hardware features
Exactly.
that Twitch is lacking because they're not a hardware computer.
Exactly.
They were Beam at first. They were Beam, and
Yep.
Beam was bad.
Beam was not working. Like
Yeah,
they
Beam was
admitted
bad.
that it was really bad, and they said let's tune it up. They even added a huge update to Mixer during the summer. You're gonna get big updates to it that are gonna add like so much other things to it. So I mean, they're just getting bigger.
I think what you see is when Microsoft, when they have a company, they tend not to put their hands in the pot too much.
Yeah.
Sony does
Get
the
their
same
toes
thing.
wet, so to speak.
Yeah. So, for example, like Minecraft, when they bought Minecraft, they're like, dude, you guys are already a thriving company. We just wanted to make profit off you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you guys do whatever you want, and then we'll give you some more stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're just not going to tell you what to do. I feel like that's kind of what happened with Microsoft, and Microsoft's like, with the Mixer and the Beam, they're like, okay, we need to step in.
Yeah.
You know, we need to step in and try
Turn
to
this
help out a
around.
little bit. So, I mean, I'm a fan of it. I don't have a problem with Twitch. It's just Twitch has been around for a long time. YouTube gaming.
Yeah.
No, never. Facebook gaming though is getting pretty popular now.
Really?
Yeah, because
Really?
Facebook actually has their own proprietary like Facebook gaming now.
Yep.
So like where months ago I was telling friends like, dude, no one's streaming games on Facebook, but it's like, but realistically, it's the same reason I'm switching to Mixer now. It's like that's perfect
Yeah.
because that means there's nobody there.
Yep.
But what else I didn't realize with the Facebook gaming is apparently you can't join a chat from a page account. Like any comments you make is from your personal Facebook. So if you say anything that you shouldn't be saying, that's like a bannable
It's going
offense.
to put it public, right?
Well,
Oh,
but it's going to be from your personal
Yeah,
face. So you
It slows
can't.
down the trolling.
Well, so you can't hide behind an alias if you're like
Right.
really toxic
Yeah.
or something like that. You know.
I like that.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean-
trolling on the online is a big problem, and especially for streamers. It's tough. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, just ignore it, ignore it.
Right.
But it's not that easy to just ignore it because you're trying to run a show, and
Yeah.
especially if you have like 5 viewers and all 5 are trolling, like
Yeah.
or if one even trolls out of that, it's tough.
And you kind of, it's like how do you handle it and like still do it professionally without just like calling them out and then you're giving them the attention they want?
Exactly.
So it's just kind of like most people say, like either just ignore them or I'll just well take care of it outright and don't even mention
And
it.
you don't want to ban them because you need the view.
So now you're saying that pretty much when people comment, that their name shows up now instead of
Instead of like a username, as far as I understand on Facebook's end.
Well, I thought of it a different way. That way I actually like, because it sucks when you can't. You can ban someone off of the chat, but it's cool if I know if you were talking trash to me on Facebook and I know it's your name.
Yeah, go right to your profile. Like, hey.
This dude's a troll, everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
but the only thing that I have a problem with is like, I don't know if they allow you to change like your username to like your game alias.
When you do stream on Facebook, you can initially, I guess you couldn't, but you can link it to like a fan page that you make. So you could stream under you don't have to stream under your personal Facebook name.
Right. That's what I thought. That's what I was worried about.
That's not.
I don't want everyone saying, "Hey, Andre Parker, you're streaming." Like,
I have your personal account now.
Yeah, no.
No, that's not how they. That's not how they.
The only thing I have a problem with Mixer, and I hope this is an update. It's an obvious one.
Yeah.
Is clips.
Yeah, there's no integrated clip system, so you have to use Boom TV like Dr. Disrespect. Yeah,
they'll get it.
Yeah, like that.
It took Twitch a while.
Yeah. But I mean, like, because really that Twitch, like, the clips has only been out, like, not even 2 years yet.
Yeah.
And actually, in May is actually, like, Mixer's 1 year anniversary. So they haven't even been Mixer for a full year yet, which is crazy.
I think what Mixer did is they're saying, what can we do the best in, and let's focus on that right now. And then it's like they'll add features as they go. I mean, game control, that's huge.
That is.
That's huge.
I did it with someone in Fortnite the other day. He was guaranteeing me he can get me past this part in Fortnite. I said, all right. I gave him the control, and that didn't happen. So, but I let a fan play. Yeah. And it's cool because you have the option. I mean, you can even tell people before you stream, come play Cuphead with me or something. Like Kyle, when he was playing, he didn't need it because Kyle's professional, but he could have easily.
I wanted no help.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you could have easily said, you know what? Let me give. If someone's talking trash, for instance.
It's like, you think you can do better?
Yeah,
show me.
You can beat this part.
Oh, there was one person during that.
You dead.
Not that you dead. But there was one person that was like talking like, I got like an S on.
What level are you? What level?
What level are you?
I'd be like, listen, you little bastard. Here, take the control. Let me see what you can do, man.
In 2 seconds, like, nope, I ain't doing it.
It was like, what rank? Like, are you an S rank or whatever he said?
Yeah, he was saying like, are you an S rank?
That was a really cool idea. I think that's dope.
Trying to be an S rank on expert black-white filter.
Yeah.
which by the way, we are streaming across all platforms today, which is absolutely incredible. We did it Thursday. We tested it Thursday just to make sure. I tested it before. I used to use what is it, Restream?
Yeah.
Restream. Yeah. Restream.io. Used to use it for the tournaments because, like, Facebook to me is such a powerful tool for those that don't know who you are.
And so many people are on there already.
Exactly. Yeah. And it already plays. It plays as soon as you see it and you scroll it, so it gets their attention. If you share a Twitch, it just shows that.
You have to go to an external site.
Let me share.
It's all right where they already are.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's YouTube, I mean, when you do it through Facebook, it's just more attractive. It's more appealing. So people see the active.
You can just see it, yeah.
And then when I share it on YouTube,
I'm sharing it right now.
Facebook, and I share it on my own personal one, people are seeing it. They're like, oh, my God, he's there doing something. They don't even read it. They just see it.
Yeah.
If I share my Twitch, they're just like, oh, I don't know what that is. And they keep scrolling. So the clickability is incredible. And that's why I'm like, we got to be able to stream across all platforms. I don't want to be prejudiced. I don't like being prejudiced. I like using all the platforms. So
everybody has access.
Yeah.
Everybody's equal in this stream.
But we're going to start doing that more. And I definitely want to do more integrations with other people and stuff like that. So we're evolving as PCG Live. I've been doing PCG Live personally for about 8 years. And I've been on Ustream. I've been on...
Wow, that's going back. Ustream.
Yeah.
I remember Ustream.
I heard of that one.
Before on Twitch, it was only people that played games.
Yeah.
You never see.
There was no creative. Creative is still like.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
so
were you talking Justin TV old Twitch or?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, I didn't want to do that yet. I was like, I just feel awkward. So that's why we did Ustream. I don't know if you've heard of Livestream too.
I think I have.
That was another one. So we've hopped around all over the place. So I've been doing it for 8 years, but it was always like, hey, this is us talking. Like, we're going to talk games anyways, so let's talk on stream. Right. So it was one of those things, and it never took it to the next level. And now I'm just like, you know what, let's make this serious. Let's get a good group of guys that want to do this, and, like, let's do it. Like, let's not make a living off it, but be happy. Like, and one of my biggest inspirations, I talk about it every week on the show, is Kind of Funny Games. Like, I love those guys. Yeah. And literally, they're just putting the effort that they normally put into gaming on their shows. And, like, putting that effort here is not that tough. You just got to do it.
Because you're passionate about it already. So you're just sharing that.
Second nature.
Exactly. So, I'm thankful for Jamie from Game Underground and Mitch, that does the Terrificons to allow us to do this. And I talked it up. I'm like, guys, I think this could really add an additional to the Gamercon. Like it's, PAX has Twitch, all these cons have these live streams. So, and it gives PCG that chance to kind of get in and be like, hey, let's work this out. And then we can network with other Twitchers after this. They'll be like, hey, I want to be a part of that, and we can make some great networking. Yeah. So this is fantastic. Like I'm still like soaking it all in. Like,
all this stuff around here, man.
This is awesome.
Like
crazy.
Like between this and PAX, it's gonna feel like a long-winded marathon almost.
Yeah.
Like in a good way though.
May 7th, I'm gonna be very tired. Oh, is it not May 7th? It's because PAX is
April 5th. Is PAX.
April 5th is the last day of PAX.
No, April is the first day of PAX.
So
April 8th is the last day.
So April 9th, I'm going to be absolutely dead.
That Monday.
Like, literally, I'm going to not wake up.
It's
I'm
just
just going to go to
Monday.
sleep and not wake up after that.
Sleep like a vamp.
I know. I'm going to go to bed, like my arms crossed and stuff.
That's why I took the Monday and Tuesday off after PAX.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, you already took it off?
The mental fact of PAX East, I was like, it's over. Crap.
Yeah.
So I need a couple days
You
to
need that day,
regroup.
at least that one day to reacclimate to what feels like. I compare it to the high of going to a concert and then you leave and you've got all that adrenaline going. You're like, did that actually just happen? That weird feeling.
And then you're almost like, damn, I can keep going. But then when you sit down, you're like, no, I can't.
It's like you get home, you're like, I'm not in the atmosphere I was there.
Yeah, you're like, no, I'm not ready. But then when you get that rest, you're like, damn, I wish I was back. So
it's good motivation though.
Yeah. So, but other than that, what do you guys want to get into? Is there anything specific you guys want to get into as far as topics?
The past 2 weeks I've been cut down off the show.
I know this dude hasn't been here because he's been working.
Yeah, and Kyle was talking to me about Smash earlier, and I've been wanting to talk about that, especially watching this right now. And
also, you want to talk about Smash on Switch? You guys want to talk about Smash on Switch? So the big news, right, about Smash on Switch is they are going to do a invitational at E3.
Yes.
So we're going to see Smash
already.
First. I'm not surprised at this move by Nintendo.
I am, man.
I'm not surprised.
I just feel like
this is Nintendo. But they do stuff like this.
But this confirms that this is a new one.
Yeah, because
there's no there's no way you're hyping this. And it's like, okay, it's a revamp of the Wii U. There's no way you're hyping it this much.
Me and Kyle was talking about it, and I'm excited, man, because the Wii U one, I feel like they didn't need a new one because the Wii U one's so good. And it just didn't get its shine because, the Switch is going on now and they just left the system, but the game's perfect. So I felt like really a new Smash, but now that one's coming out, I'm excited, man. It's my chance to get back into it. I mean, I'm happy.
But just remember, like I said before, Smash Wii U's been out for 4 years.
4 years, yeah, which is a good point. 4
years in September.
Yeah.
So it's been a little while. I mean, it's a little sooner than normal Smash games.
But that's fine, though. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then Call of Duty, where it's every year.
Well, Call of Duty is a totally different story.
So the every year stuff drives me nuts. Yeah. But like with Madden and basketball, all sports games, I'm okay with the every year stuff.
That has to be.
I'm okay with it. But I would like to see them make an effort to try to change it. So when I say that, I want to see something like, hey, we're going to come up with updates to this. So stop calling it Madden 18 and 19. Call it
just
something
Madden.
else.
Just say Madden.
Try it out. Try it out. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, but I think we had that perfect space between Smash. I constantly see Smash all the time. So it's almost I feel like it's still new to me. When you say 4 years, I'm shocked because I have Smash every day
I was when you said it. I'm like 4 years.
Yeah, it's a shock. It's definitely a shock.
Well, again, that's because, like you said earlier, all that DLC that they pumped out for it.
And they kept giving us something every few months.
Giving us. That went over a year.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, so it was fresh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All the time.
Right.
I'm excited for the new one. I'm adding the Inklings. I'm excited for the new one, man. I'm ready.
Sorry, rooting on friends. Rooting on friends. Rooting on friends. So Yeah, so with the whole Smash the Switch and Nintendo doing the Invitational, I'm not surprised because of the fact that, like, Nintendo's done this during E3. They've done the tournaments and stuff, and they use that as that platform, and that's a perfect platform to do. That's fantastic. Like, that's a fantastic spot to do
I think the only
something
thing
like
I'm surprised about, Van, is that it's they just announced it.
Yeah.
They did what they did with Mario and Zelda last year. Well, what Mario last year. They just announced it and the Switch, and then all of a sudden the game's coming out, and I'm happy with it. I'm not complaining about it. I think it's a great thing. I'm just saying it's so crazy that Nintendo's taking such a different route now, where it's like they're telling us. That's why I feel Bayonetta 3 will be this year, only because now they're telling us about games, giving us the deluxe editions, whatever you want to call them, and then they're saying, guess what? It comes out this year. So we were all worried, can they still, without Zelda and Mario, can they still carry up? Then we get news like Smash coming out. I mean, it's big, man. And
well, even before they said Smash, we got Metroid announced and Pokemon announced and Bayonetta. So that's 3 games already. And then they just said, okay, we're going to throw Smash in there.
Yeah.
So
that's
surprise!
That's a game changer. That's a game. That's a drop the mic.
And it's a new one where everybody was contemplating: is it going to be a new one? Is it just going to be a deluxe version?
Yep.
We don't know. But now it's a new one, so it's like, whoa! Now that's big news. Think about that on top of third-party stuff that still has to come out for the Switch, which they announced a couple days ago, and I didn't realize this. I don't know if you know this, man. Wolfenstein is going to be playable. Wolfenstein for the Switch is going to be playable at PAX.
And they're giving away a Wolfenstein Switch.
Yeah.
Which we saw
They're
this
giving away
morning.
what?
A Wolfenstein
Wolfenstein
Switch. Nintendo Switch.
That's crazy.
It's like yellow
So,
and white.
alright,
It's
so
it's dirty. It looks.
Usually when it comes to PAX, I don't enter like many things. I'm entering everything.
Listen, everything.
I'm entering because he needs a Switch.
I've had.
So
I,
I'm
no,
entering
you
for
stop.
him.
I'm
how about
telling this
that?
story. I've had a special edition of The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild since last year at PAX. I canceled my Switch pre-order to go to PAX. I still don't have a Switch and still haven't opened that box.
Oh, you're gonna switch.
So we're winning the Switch for it.
Oh, no, wait.
That's
How
what I'm
about I
saying.
win it and I can give him mine? and
Yeah,
I keep
yeah.
going
There
forward.
you go. There you
I
go.
mean-
You better put all your memory card stuff, all the stuff in your memory
I
card.
just transfer. I can
Yeah,
transfer.
exactly.
I can
Just
transfer.
make sure you do that.
When's your birthday, D? So we can know. What's your birthday, Dwell? So
Mine?
we, yeah.
September 5th. We gotta watch.
No, you need one before then. So you can't.
Yeah,
wait
we gotta do something.
You need.
Happy
that.
Hanukkah.
That the box is even cracked open. It's just teasing
Mazel
me.
tov.
Oh man, you need.
That's
a
even
Switch.
longer away.
Nah, I was about to say. Happy Easter.
Just an
Yeah.
Easter gift now.
Oh, damn, that's
But you know what the
too
worst
soon.
part is?
That's
It's on April 1st, so it's on April Fool's Day. You're like, yeah, empty box.
Oh, snap.
Hey, you're not a father,
I
right?
just thought of that.
I still have my Switch box.
You're not a father, right, though?
No.
Well, you're a father on Father's Day.
Yeah,
years
I
ago.
got you.
Father's
That's
Day,
right,
man.
because Father's Day is around the corner too. So. Yep. But yeah, so with the Smash on the Switch, I think everyone was anticipating it. It was one of those things like, what is it? Bad Meets Evil? Not Bad Meets Evil. What's the game?
Good versus evil.
Good
one
versus
that-
Evil.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm thinking
yeah,
Bad versus Evil with
Beyond
Eminem. And
Beyond good and
Beyond
evil.
good and
Yeah.
evil. Kyle knows that.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah.
It's like every E3, someone's predicting it. So eventually you were going to get it right.
Yeah, so you gotta get
Can
it
I
right.
just say that's the one annoying thing I hate about some people sometimes? They predict like Metroid every year.
And then
But
they take the
eventually
credit
you'll be
for it.
right.
Eventually you'll be right, and then they'll be the ones that
Final
say,
Fantasy
"I called
VII
it."
Remake every year.
You have to be specific. Like when we do our shows, we always make sure we say, even if we're way out there, we'll make sure we say something like, "I think this year they're going to announce a blah blah blah," and that way it's
don't-
more specific.
I don't think we've ever doubled up.
Yeah,
I don't think we've ever doubled up.
No,
No.
but I don't even want to be reminded of last E3
Oh yeah,
because of Conquer. Remember that?
yeah.
They
Don't.
showed Super Lucky Tale. I got all excited. And it was like,
And then it was it was Super Lucky's Tale, not Conquer.
But didn't they kind of tease Conquer?
No.
No, the
No.
year
No,
before.
the PlayStation Experience. Wasn't
I
he
have
wearing
no
a
idea.
Conquer shirt? And he goes, oh, what's going to be the next? He's like, every time he wears a shirt, that game comes up next. So they pointed that out, and then he takes off his shirt, and it was a Conquer shirt.
No, it wasn't Conquer though, because Conquer's rare.
No, you're right. You're right. No, it wasn't
Conquer-
Conquer.
Conquer's on rare.
Conquer's
so it's
the one that
only
has
gonna
the
be on
cursing and the
Xbox.
poopy
Only on
song.
Xbox.
It's
yeah.
only gonna be
The
on
poopy song.
Xbox.
Yeah, if they ever make one.
Can you please go talk to Phil Spencer?
I've been talking. Listen. I called Phil the other day. I
Only
said,
on- only
Phil,
on
on speed dial.
Wait,
I
hold on.
said-
Xbox has exclusives again?
that they don't make. That they don't make. See, why we gotta do?
You're not wrong.
We supposed to have a nice friendly time and have a good old time and talk about Sea of Thieves
And then
all
he's
that. And then Vince like right in my chest. Listen, I called Phil. I said, Phil, you got all these rare games that you can make sequels to. What's going on? He said, Dre, just give me a few more months and I'm gonna do it. I've been waiting for 3 years, so that's
Wait,
more
actually,
story.
hold on one sec. Hey, Microsoft.
Yeah, let's go
Can
talk
you
to
go
our boy.
Phil?
Yo,
Let's go
Microsoft's
talk to our
right
boy
back there.
Lee.
Please,
Let's go talk to our boy
Go
Lee.
ask your boy if they ask him, is there anything coming out other Sea of Thieves just came out.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves came out, guys. Sea of Thieves is doing good.
When are we all getting on a Sea of Thieves?
We need to do that.
I just got it the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
But no,
I just got
you
it
said you
on Game
didn't
Pass.
buy it for full price. You
I
said.
have no idea what you're talking about.
Yo, this dude, like, his bank account is just like, hey, would you like us to have a direct feed into GameStop?
Well,
Like, they're like-
Kyle's, right?
Yeah, can you want us to?
I think you sometimes have games before I even know they were
No,
coming
because he
out.
worked at GameStop like me.
Oh, yeah.
So what Kyle does is he still got a little back door there
Oh,
that
yeah.
he got the key to. Kyle sneaks in and gets the games. Y'all didn't know that?
Well, it's very simple. I got the special key. I just show them the elite card. Remember, I was like, yo, listen, I'm the elite member.
I'm an elite member too. I'm an elite
okay.
member too, by the way. I'm an
So
elite
that's
member
what we
too.
do. We just sneak in. We
See?
say, I'm an elite member. Oh, we got you.
That's what it is.
There you go. So they just hand it off to us, you know. So
That's what it is.
it's all good.
Kyle has every game that comes out. I swear. Like,
Oh my god.
Like, what does your backlog consist of now? You can't even probably list all of them, can you?
I don't even want to think of it right now. It involves Wolfenstein. I have to finish
Evil Within 2 and 1 and 2 are both in there.
one. Listen, Old Blood and New Order, and then there's Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah,
Which I'm probably
the
gonna
new
pick up on the
Colossus.
Switch when it
So you've
comes
got
out
3
too.
Wolf
yeah, I was gonna say the thing about Kyle is
and Doom.
whatever game's out, Kyle, if it comes out for the Switch after, Kyle won't play the ones for the Xbox or the PlayStation. He will wait till it comes out on the Switch to play it.
I double dip.
Yeah, he does.
Watch when Wolfenstein comes out. He would never touch the one he got.
But listen, but with Doom, which I'm gonna assume they're gonna do with Wolfenstein.
I thought Wolfenstein was already out.
No,
Not on Switch.
no, not on for Switch yet.
They gave us that
Yeah, I
trailer,
know.
and that was they let us
But
know.
again, they're gonna show it off at PAX East, so you'll get to try it out.
But Doom's out.
Doom's
Doom's
better.
out,
yeah,
yeah.
Doom's out.
They just added an update on Doom for Switch where it became you use gyro controls.
One game I can't wait for the Switch
Dark Souls?
is Little Nightmare.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because I've wanted to play Little Nightmare
it's
so bad.
it's such a good game.
I beat that
like,
game,
I've
and
been
it was
following that
amazing.
game before. Like when they first let out a little word of it, I'm like, this game looks incredible. So before it came out, like I loved it, but then I never ended up buying it for the PS4.
It gave me like very like Limbo like inside vibes.
Yes.
And but it's like I haven't played the DLC, but I streamed
I
it. And
played
it's,
the
it's
DLC,
really
yeah.
it's really good.
I
It
can't
comes with all the DLC.
Yeah, it comes with
It
everything.
comes with the complete edition.
Complete,
So it's like
yep.
now it's more incentive to go try it. So
Exactly.
I'm excited. I'm excited for I beat Little Nightmares, and it was an amazing game. I like games like that, Limbo. You guys know I love indie games, so that's one of them games that if people don't know, which I can't say people don't know because I feel like everyone knows Little Nightmares. Out of all indies,
Yeah.
it's such a great game, and
It
to be
is.
portable, like you just said, portability makes all the difference because you can play it, and if you have a busy life, you can still play the daggone game.
Yeah.
It really does.
Little Nightmares is that game where you
Oh
actually.
yeah,
gonna
that's
play.
one of those games. Like I didn't really play Limbo until I got it from my PlayStation Vita, and that was the time that I could play it. Hotline Miami.
Yeah.
I fell in love with that game because I played it at PAX.
Yep.
You know what I mean? On my
You have the
PSP.
time.
Yeah.
And then I got to meet the creators of it, and I was like, thank you. I just shook it. I said thank you. They were like, why? I was like, this game. I love this game. He goes, oh well, we're coming out with part 2. I was like, oh, I hate you guys. I hate you guys.
But I think that was the same thing for me with like Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Because I remember playing Shovel Knight my first PAX I went to, and I heard about it, and it was like, okay, it's very Mega Man-ish.
Yeah.
Combined with DuckTales and Mario 3. So I was like, I gotta go try this out. And it was there, and I just happened to catch it. Like I'm walking by, and I went, oh, Shovel Knight. Hey, I'll try it. And then I played it, and then I was talking to the creators. I was like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
And they went, so when's the release date? They're like, haven't said anything yet. I was like,
Stop playing with me.
Targets.
Stop playing with
So
me.
can we
Playing with my
can
emotions.
we like be honest with each other right now?
yeah.
Indie games saved video games.
I would say yes, only because a lot of indie games started winning Game of the Year awards and becoming nominated and becoming big.
Like look at like Hellblade. Perfect example.
That's what I'm saying.
That does not come off as
Hellblade's
an indie game at all. But if I don't know if I don't agree with it saving video games, it's at least keeping it afloat.
It keeps it afloat when
at
it-
least. It's
I
its
would
safety wings at least.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
I would say, if anything, it didn't save video games, but it changed the way the industry works
Okay.
True.
at
True.
this point.
All
Like,
right.
indie games have just exploded.
And the price point, like that's been a big thing
Yeah.
too.
So-
$15.
So that's a huge thing, right? I think what conquered the scene was how well Steam was doing. People have thousands of Steam games that don't even get to play them. I have friends that have thousands on their library, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, have you played this? Oh, he's like, oh, I haven't even played 85% of my games. Why'd you buy it? Because it was on sale.
yeah.
I might play it eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna play it eventually. And once PlayStation adapted to the free games, and they seen how many people were downloading the games at that rate, they're like, indie games is the way to go. And that's why PlayStation carried on the backs of indie games, and then Xbox followed.
Xbox
Arcade. And now
Yep.
Nintendo is like, hey, we're inviting him
Nindies,
over to this market.
Nindies. They have a whole segment dedicated. Nintendo is now Nindies. Like, they have a whole...
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
they're
cool.
very dedicated
That was
to
cool to
indie
see.
Think of
right
it
now.
this way, right? There's a few pointers that allow an indie game to be great, and one of the things is their price point as far as how much money.
$15 average.
Well, not just how much it costs to buy the game, but how much money it costs to make it.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
paying for a team, you know what I mean? And then you got your own creativity. You're not paying for advertisements. So them opening the door. Now, let's not pretend that indie games didn't always exist. Indie games existed for a very long time, but their market is closed because how much money it costs to actually produce and publish a game. It's super expensive.
Yeah.
But now they're opening up these floodgates for them onto their markets. And it's just like, hey, we'll make price tiers for these. So like that's huge and that's big, and that's what allowed these games. So now you can buy a game for $2 and now you're a gamer.
Yeah.
You're a gamer.
The
You're
entry
paying
point
game-
can't be lower.
Yeah,
You know?
you know what I mean? So and not just that, the quality is amazing because
Yeah.
you don't have that person that's over your head saying it has to be this much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Cuphead's a living example now
yep.
of how an indie game could end up being the best game for your console.
And remember how we were just complaining so much about it's not getting released. It's
not getting released.
Where's the release date? Where's the release date? But the thing is, like, that game had the Zelda effect.
Yeah.
We just didn't recognize it because when a Zelda's coming out, every time they say a date, I'm like, okay, it's going delayed 2 days.
Yeah.
Because I know it's going to happen. But that delay makes that game incredible. It didn't even occur to me like to think about that with Cuphead. I'm just like, where's the game?
Yep.
Where's the game? I want the game. But then it came out. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And it was perfection across the board. And it's an indie game. An indie game. They all the 4 big game awards that already happened. Cuphead's won so many awards, and it's an indie, and it's beautiful, and it shows you that indies, like Van said, that's the only reason why I said save them, only because for a console like the Xbox, they had nothing come out last year, and Cuphead was the only thing that came out, and that's the only game everybody talks about of last year for the Xbox. That's the only reason why I say save, because what if they didn't have Cuphead? Like, no, it didn't get them out of a hole, but at least it's something people can talk about, and it's the only thing people can talk about that came out really good for it last year.
Yeah, last year is a year Microsoft would like to forget.
Yeah, that's what
At this
and
point,
that's
'cause they
what I'm
only
saying.
had Cuphead, and then Scalebound got canceled.
Yep.
Oh, let's not talk about Scalebound.
We don't.
Honestly, that was
Where's the
that,
box?
That was the one. Where's the ocean?
the box.
That was the one game for the X that I was actually genuinely. I don't know if it would have sold me on the console, but it was like I was like, this looks amazing.
Roland,
That
I heard
game
so many
sold
people-
on the console.
Chris.
That game is at Chris
Out of all
actually-
people.
actually sold
Yeah.
people onto that console.
Yeah, Chris, the worst person in the world when it comes to Xbox. I mean, no one is more hateful to Xbox than Chris was. He was willing to get an Xbox when he seen Scalebound.
Yeah.
So when it got canceled, I was glad he wasn't on the show.
Yeah.
Because it would have never.
He just pulled Doom out of his bag for the Switch, by the way. I just wanted to make it. I seen him and he put it back in. I don't know if he was showing that off to me to be like.
It's like, hey, look what I.
Hey, look what I got. I got Doom. Hey.
But yeah, no, I mean, we'll save the Xbox talk for a little bit later.
No, we're not going to talk Xbox
We'll
today.
talk a
We'll
little
be here.
Xbox
We
a
don't
little
need
bit
to.
later.
Yeah,
We don't need to.
We'll
Like-
definitely be getting into that. But I mean, I just we'll be getting to a lot of indie games tonight and tomorrow on the PlayStation, and it's just party games. It's very fun. They got so much creativity without somebody restricting them, saying I don't want this in the
Yeah.
game. It can't have this.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a game like Gang Beast, right?
Yeah.
Gang Beast is the most fundamental game ever. Like it is. If you look at it, you're like, that's got to be so frustrating to play. And then you get in it, and you're like, you're frustrated, yeah, but you're like, let's go another round. Let's go another round. Let's go.
Pulls
another
you back in somehow.
Yeah, like I'm gonna figure out how to throw you without throwing myself. I promise you, I will figure out how to throw you without throwing myself.
Yeah.
I just kamikaze everybody.
Yeah.
I don't even care. So
Like I feel like another good like. I've been preaching to all you like Darwin Project months.
Yes.
Yes.
But now that
That game,
but now
man.
that it came out, like I didn't realize they would do this, but I had a feeling because it was sitting in my Steam library for so long. Like, oh yeah, if you played, I didn't realize it was whether it was the very last open beta they had or all the way back. Like if you've played our game up to this point, you can keep it for free.
that is awesome.
So like I'm sure thousands of people, indie dev, thousands of people got to keep that game for free. And even at that, even if you bought $15,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
Like well worth $15.
That's a great game. But
Yeah.
that's another
I
big
watched you play
Xbox.
it, I believe.
Yeah,
The game looks awesome.
yeah.
The game looks awesome.
And a pretty positive. I'm surprised, like with like proximity chat and like VR, is just like usually you can kind of expect people to be toxic, but it's been pretty positive, which is a nice change. And the director position is pretty cool as well.
If my VR wasn't trapped in the back of it, I was going to have us play Discovery, and I don't know if you guys ever heard of Discovery. Discovery is like a VR Minecraft.
I've heard of it, yeah.
It's Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft, the
I showed
Minecraft,
you.
the
I showed you.
Minecraft
Like, dude, that's
ripoff.
Minecraft. But it's just with VR.
Is that when you said like, how are they not getting sued
How
for
they
this?
not getting sued for that? Just like Paladins, like how you not
On
getting
20XX,
sued?
I asked the guy, I said, how are you not getting sued for this? He goes, I don't know what you mean. Why would I get sued? I'm like, you're kidding.
Like, what do you mean?
You're kidding,
You're
right?
joking, right?
Like, should I go get the picture of Mega Man?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, like, let's compare them. Let's go play Mega Man for a minute. I don't know if you've played this game, but it's called Mega Man. Let's go play it.
There's only 10 of them with the 11 coming out later this year.
We should talk about that later, too. We should talk about 11, because I know we talked a little bit about it. but
Gunvolt,
Let's talk a little
20XX, Mega Man. Yeah, we should talk about that.
Yeah, talk a
Oh,
little bit
man.
about that. So,
Man 11.
so let's take a little 10-minute break. Let's get on a break. That way we can start getting set up and we can play some games. I don't even know what time it is. It's 1:15, so that way we can figure things out, and then I can actually get League of Legends over there streaming, because I'm pretty sure they're yelling and cursing my name right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
We had so much issues getting the internet over there. Once I got the internet over there, I was like,
want me to
okay,
yell?
we gotta do PCG live.
You want me to
because-
yell over there for you?
Yeah.
He'll be there in a minute.
He'll be there in a minute.
He'll be there.
Don't worry, Jamie will find me. It's easy. Jamie will be
Eventually.
like, I will find you.
He'll
So,
like walk in the camera and be like, "What are you doing?
yeah.
Let's go."
You just see Jamie behind me, staring at
We're
me.
just looking right down at the top of your head.
looking down at
I
me.
just look
You
up
might
and
be
go,
behind the couch now.
Hey. But yeah, so I'll take care of that. And you guys will come back. You guys will play whatever you guys want. And then you know what? Let's wait for No Mercy, because Jamie is a big wrestling
I
guy.
figured like maybe
Oh,
wait for
yeah.
that, 'cause I think a lot of people.
We were
no,
thinking,
like,
we were thinking
yeah.
Mario Party, maybe Mario
Okay,
Kart.
Mario Party's later because that's gonna take a while.
Man, Mario Party's gonna be all.
I want to have drinks later. So I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys are down to have some drinks and playing the game at the same time.
Mario
Party
Party.
and drinks.
Oh boy.
That's the type of game you need a drink for, because you will stress out.
Kind of funny games. Check them out. They do it all the time. Just I love those guys. I almost I don't know if you guys know the crew or anything, but like the head honcho, Greg,
Yeah.
he's I actually reached out with him and talked to him, and we almost got him for PAX. And it was out of our budget. At that time, it was too late by the time he got to me. It was
Yeah.
like months later. I'm like, yeah, we already spent the budget, so we can't get you. But I was trying to get him here, but he's like, being in California, it makes that difficult. I would have loved to have Game Time Greggy on here, man.
That would've been nice.
Loved to have that.
That would've been sick.
If Van wouldn't have said anything the entire time, I would
You
have
would
been
have just
like,
You'd
sat
have been
there and
looking
been
at him like-
"Don't worry, I'll take over." So, Brett Miller, how are you today?
you guys would be like, I'm sorry for my friend.
I'm sorry for my friend. He's a little starstruck.
Yeah, well, sorry.
That's how I am with Larry Heard, man. Larry Heard's my man.
That'd be
so.
you with Reggie.
So we'll be back.
Yeah, you too.
Damn, Reggie.
We'll be back with these guys, and then Tim will take over my place, and then you guys can pick whatever you want to play. So
Sounds good.
We will be back. All right. See you guys in a little bit.
All right.
It feels good now how to do the outro right now, right?